yes, my theory is fuck it. Sexy niggas get abducted, my corrupted is conducted through ghetto, sipping on Moretto, hand on the metal, foot on the pedal. Never settle. We want
Everybody, hello, my name is David Vonderhaar. I'm the design director for Call of Duty Black Ops Multiplayer. I'm here and I've been looking around and I can't find the Hip Hop Gamer.
Call of Duty.
What?
Call of Duty.
Whoa.
Call of Duty. Call of Duty. Yo, what's up?
What's up?
Oh my God, listen, man, I'm telling you right now. Like, did you see Call of? Oh wait, I know who you are. Yo, you represent Call of Duty. Listen, I gotta say is thank you so much. I have to give you this instantly. Like, here, take it. Like, you are officially the champion in the first-person shooting genre right now.
Thank you.
Like, you guys are incredible. Now, the reason why I gave you this, because I just had a wager match with you.
Yeah?
Yeah, I just had a wager combat match with you, and you get the belt because
I won.
Call of Duty, yes you did. Call of Duty Black Ops is literally, seriously, it's incredible, and it's just an honor to shake your hand. And I'm telling you, the game is like phenomenal what you guys are doing with multiplayer. Josh warned me, but I didn't expect to be blown away this much. Now, I just got one question, like, all of these modes that you guys is putting together for multiplayer, how was you guys able to do this so successfully? Because I never seen I've never been this hyped about multiplayer in any game I've ever seen in my life. So how was you able to put all this together but do it successfully?
You know, it's really started over a year and a half ago when the studio president, Mark Lamia, said, we got to go all in. We got to put everything we got in this. And he took the whole studio and said, we're going to work on this game. And we're going to do whatever it takes to make that happen. And we started off just resourced to go and do what we needed to do to be successful with it.
Wow. Well, I'm going to say this right now. I'm going to be serious. Right now, you guys got major stiff competition coming up. The reason why is because you got the Halo Reach that's coming, and then shortly after November 9th, we're going to have Call of Duty drop. Now, in the industry, everyone is talking about how a lot of people play Halo online, and that's so addictive. And to me, for what you guys is doing, separate yourself from anyone. Now, I want to know your honest opinion from a development standpoint. Halo Reach is a great game, but what have you guys experienced with Call of Duty that's going to separate yourselves from any other first-person shooter that was ever released?
So there's a lot of stuff going on in Call of Duty Black Ops, right? So there's a broad spectrum of stuff for all sorts of players. Right. You start with the combat training, which is going to take people who are not familiar with multiplayer, give them a chance to experience that game in kind of a safe environment, level them up, get them up to speed, bring them over to the competitive fold, right? That's one end. That's the new player. On the hardcore end, we have the bare bones playlist, right? Strip the game down to its basics. No perks, no kill streaks, no attachments, no contracts.
Thank you.
Right?
I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt, but one of the things I want to like to say is, like when we were talking before, is the levels. A lot of people would get into a match, and let's say I didn't play Call of Duty this week because I was busy, and somebody else leveled up so much, and they like at level 40, and they got these weapons and perks. It's like they could be garbage, but because of the material that they got, they could kill me. You see what I'm saying? And that right there I felt was unfair. So what you guys is doing, you made one of the most robust, balanced Call of Duty games ever in history. And I congratulate you guys for that. And when you guys play it, you definitely going to understand what I mean, because your boy Hip Hop Gamer got hands-on it. You feel me? Now you can continue.
So what you're talking about there is the game economy system. So yes. Rather than unlock every little thing by leveling up, you unlock the major features by leveling, but then once the feature's unlocked, you buy whatever you want. Incredible. So, you know, once you got the gun unlocked, then you can buy its red dot, and then or its suppressor, or it's insert your favorite attachment here, right? And you don't have to necessarily grind away to get those things. You know, it's like life. You got the money, you can buy what you go buy it, right?
That's dope. Now, I'm going to tell you this right now, seriously, and get the bell to spin real quick. Now, this is something that I feel like needs to be addressed, and I don't think nobody is really, talking about it. But there is so much doubt against you and your company. You know what I'm saying, in the industry. And I see a lot of journalists and a lot of people saying, I don't think Treyarch could do it. I don't think Treyarch could bring it. And you guys brought it, and you brought it, tenfold. So what I want to ask you, I know the whole team is working on this one game, but after this game is released, will we see more Black Ops? Is this going to be the official franchise ever since Infinity Ward broke up and split up and created something new? Is this the official franchise that Treyarch is going to be in charge of, or do you guys got other things in mind that you guys are going to do?
Man, that's a ridiculously tough question. But so the straight answer I can tell you is that I'm sure you'll see more Black Ops. But Call of Duty is a franchise, right?
Yes.
And there'll be Call of Duty games, and there'll be great Call of Duty games made by lots of great developers.
All right, okay, I can accept that. The reason why is because this is one of those titles that you don't want to see go away, especially after you nailed it with multiplayer this well. I think it's crazy. Now, how can I say this? All right, the weapons, the compete, the customize and create, the whole scheme of things. I think that's the gin and juice, I would like to say with Snoop Dogg, the gin and juice that makes this game amazing. Now, let me say this, right? In the multiplayer, I know you got tons of maps and tons of things you want to create. Will there ever be some sort of way where you could create your own map and make your own world to play inside Call of Duty?
Well, I think you've given me a really good idea for the next game.
We'll
have to work
you
that
heard
out.
that, right? You heard that. I think that'll be incredible because I think that's one of the things that's probably missing. With all the customizing that you guys have, even with the emblems, it's incredible. But the next step to me would be, a map editor. Not just a map editor, but something where you could create your own world and have your friends play in and actually put it online and let everyone else enjoy. I feel that you guys' talent is at that level where we can see that. Is that something that you guys thought about or would like to implement for future titles or maybe a DLC for this title?
Yeah, look, of course it's come up. It'd be ludicrous to say that it hasn't come up, but
okay.
There's a lot of energy that would go into such a feature, and if you want to do that feature, you got to do it justice and do it right, and we won't do that feature until we feel like we can do it successfully.
Okay, no problem. Now, one thing I love about Call of Duty that you guys did was blowing up limbs. I like to see heads fly off and arms tear apart, but in the multiplayer, I didn't see that. Is there a reason for that, or is that something that's going to be implemented in the final code of the game?
Look, so we're always trying to find the right level of what most of the fans call the gore, right?
Okay.
And there's some gore, freeze time and get in that camera and you'll see it for yourself.
Okay.
But ultimately, if you're making a choice between gore and high degree of customization, we chose the high degree of customization, right?
Okay.
One of them impacts gameplay, and those things are always really important to us, and maybe more important. So, you got to find that balance. You got a worldwide title. You got 4 platforms to ship on. You got all the places you have to deal with those things. So it's pretty important on a design front and on a business front to make sure that you do the right amount of that.
Oh, okay.
But not so much you can get in trouble, but just enough where you can push the boundaries as hard and fast as you can.
All right, now listen, I was supposed to Josh about this too, but I want to know from you guys, from a multiplayer standpoint, we all know that Xbox Live have more of a central system and stuff like that as opposed to the PlayStation 3, but the PSN Network is definitely stepping their game up as well. How will the experience be, on PlayStation 3? Because everyone always talk about matchmaking, and that's very important. And there's some features that Xbox Live has that's not represented on the Sony platform. So what's some of the things that you guys are doing on the PlayStation Network end to get that game to be just as smooth as the Xbox version?
So there's nothing specifically in the game engine that on that front that we have said, hey, this network, that network, your network, my mom's network. Okay. Right. What we're trying to deal with here is make a great platform game. It's a cross-platform game. It needs to work great on all those networks. Mm-hmm. And, you have different technologies there that you have to learn to live with and work with. You have some restrictions on some that you don't on the others. It's always a complex problem, So there's some really bright people. In fact, I'd argue the PS3 programmers are the brightest guys in the building. And they're hard at work trying to make sure that experience is really smooth for PlayStation gamers.
Now, I know Call of Duty has a set tone for its franchise, but something that I always wanted in Call of Duty is a cover system. Now, I know it's not in this game, but I know this franchise isn't going to die. Why hasn't a cover system been implemented in Call of Duty? Just for me to ask, because a lot of people want it. I'm one of them that wants it, and I think it'll be a great addition to the game, and also will add a bit more technical, make it a bit more technical if it was a cover system. Is that something that may be in our future in the Call of Duty game?
So in the future, we're going to have a cover system and a map editor, right?
Yes.
Is that what we're saying?
Thank you. I would love to see these things because anytime you're taking a step up, you did it with multiplayer, but now there's more to come. And I'm always like pushing, when I do interviews, I always like to push the developers to do more or give them ideas that the fans want. You see what I'm saying? Because we go all out for you guys and you go all out for us. So I feel it's my duty to help you. Stuff like that.
Look, I think you are helping us. The cover systems in first-person games are intrinsically more complex than they are in third-person games. And I think if you found a design that worked, then it'd be something that we'd try and do, you know? But look, there's a lot of games still to do. I think we're really just kind of beginning to figure out all the grand things you could do. Okay. There's plenty of opportunity. There's plenty of places to go, and all the things that a lot of the fans want, we're going to chase those down to the ground over time, too.
All right, so I'm about to wrap this up because I know we got to get ready to go. But I just want to say one thing. There's two companies out there, but there's one company in particular, and the name of that company is called Virgin Gaming. And that game company is a tournament gaming company. It's a tournament gaming site. Now I know you guys got in-game currency, but I'm telling you right now, you will literally kill the competition if real money was able to be waged. Now I know Xbox and Sony may have certain things, but if there was somehow, some way, you could do a partnership with Virgin Gaming because they're the #1 tournament gaming site right now. Yeah. And you got MLG and all these other companies. If you guys was able to do that, would you do it if it could be done successfully? And that would, imagine being able to destroy him right now. Let's say, like, yo, I bet you $5 I'll kill you in this match or whatever, and you can actually put up $5 and win it. Like, people will go crazy, and you saw the response from currency, from in-game currency. Imagine if you had imagine a response from real game currency, knowing that you got websites out there that already do it. All it takes is one partnership. Will we ever see this?
Man, that's some. You're a very forward-thinking guy for sure. Look, for now, I think what we need to do is make sure that we get this part of it and get it done really well. Okay. But I'd be quite happy to take your money playing Black Ops.
Oh, we're gonna leave the interview like that. All I'm telling you right now is you're not gonna see a more robust multiplayer game than Call of Duty Black Ops. And you know what's so amazing? That all the people that doubted Treyarch and said that they couldn't do what Infinity Ward has done, look at what Infinity Ward has done with Modern Warfare 2, and look at the complaints. And when you look at this game, you're not going to get stabbed with a knife while you're getting shot at with a shotgun. You don't see that in this game. This game is official. It's the best shit you're going to see. One love and God bless. I ain't got nothing else to say. HipHopGamerShow.com, Black Ops, November 9th. And like I said, when you reverse it, that means 911. It's an emergency for that ass as soon as this game drops. Peace.